What is going on, YouTube? Joe here with Color Nation Media, bringing you yet another Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle today. And today's opponent is Samuel. And right off the bat here, the first thing that I noticed looking at this team is that there's a Blaziken on here. Isn't Blaziken banned? Like, didn't he get banned like a month and a half ago, if not more than that? I don't understand why people are still using it on random Wi-Fi battles, but that's what I get for doing random Wi-Fi battles. So, oh well, I guess. So, looking at the rest of his team here, he could potentially have 4 of his team members be a Mega Evolution in Garchomp, Heracross, Blastoise, and then, of course, Blaziken. And chances are, if he's using a Blaziken, it's most likely going to be a Mega Blaziken. So I have to watch out for that. And then on my side, I think I've got pretty much all the same pokes. I think you've seen all of these already. I've got Arcanine in there, Gengar, and then one of the new ones is Dragonite that I just bred. I'm in the process of shuffling some new pokes in here and there when I have time to breed. So I'm trying to get, if I can, mostly new teams, just because I've been using the same Pokemon over and over again. Anyway, my really bad gut feeling was true, and this guy does have a Mega Blaziken, so that kind of sucks. I'm leading off with my Smeargle as usual, and I'm going to put this thing right to sleep. And, yeah. Also, I'm not really sure why I was faster than it, but seeing as how it was in a Cherish Ball, I'm going to guess that this is not IV bred. He just wanted to cheat and use a Mega Blaziken. So, okay, let's switch Smeargle out here. And we're going to bring Arcanine in, because I don't want Smeargle to die without being able to get his hazards up. So I also get an Intimidate off there, so lower his attack a little bit. And unfortunately, he's going to wake up on the first turn and go for a high jump kick, and that almost kills me even with the attack drop. So that kind of sucks. He gets the speed boost off as well. Now I'm just going to go for an extreme speed. I know I'm going to die this turn, but at least I want to get some damage on him. And I'm able to do about half, which is cool. Turns out he's also carrying Earthquake, so he's going to be able to finish off Arcanine without having to resort to the high jump kick. Not that it really mattered, but nonetheless, he's going to get another speed boost off here, which sucks. And that's what really sucks about fighting Mega Blaziken just in general. You have to sacrifice like 1 or 2 pokes at least to be able to slow this thing down. And if you don't have something that's, readily available to counter it, this thing can just tear holes through pretty much any team. Thankfully, he hasn't gone for a Swords Dance yet. He could have with Smeargle out, and he would have been able to basically destroy my entire team here. So, I'm able to put it back to sleep. He's still getting speed boosts off, but now I'm like, you know what, I already lost Arcanine, so I might as well get these hazards up. I don't have any other use for Smeargle anyway, and the only other move that this Smeargle has besides the hazards and Spore is Magic Coat. And it's pretty clear that this Blaziken is not going to be running any status moves, so that's kind of useless. If I was running Taunt, that might help if he had Swords Dance, but I'm not sure that he does at this point. So now I'm going to switch Smeargle out. Thankfully, Blaziken has stayed asleep. Not sure how that worked out. Payback for waking up on the first turn the last time, I guess. So he stays asleep. I'm going to switch out to Gengar. I was hoping that he was going to wake up there and go for a high jump kick and kill himself. And that was unfortunate that didn't happen. So now I'm going to have to go back in the Smeargle and let him take a Blaze Kick. And that'll finish off Smeargle. So, again, I don't know why he's running Blaze Kick either. Normally, every Blaziken that I've seen up until this point had Flare Blitz. So, I'm just thinking he didn't train this very well and thought he could just beat everybody with it. I don't know. The rest of his team is not bad, though. So, but anyway, I'm going to bring out Dragonite and go for a Dragon Tail. That doesn't kill the Blaziken, but he will die upon entering battle again because of the entry hazards. It's going to bring out his Togekiss, and that really sucks because this Dragonite is very bulky, and it's actually a phasing set with Dragon Tail, Thunder Wave, and Roost. So I can't really do anything to this Togekiss because my only attacking move is Dragon Tail, so the best thing that I have available to do here is paralyze it with Thunder Wave. I could have switched out, I guess, but I wanted to make sure I paralyzed it first. So even with that, I still have to take a Dazzling Gleam, and that does a decent amount of damage. Now I'm going to go into Skarmory here. He's going to go for another Dazzling Gleam, which makes sense. He pretty much just forced me to switch there. Skarmory takes that very nicely. I actually meant to change this Skarmory because I don't want it to have as much special defensive investment as it has, because I have a lot of special walls. I've got Dragonite, and that's a specially defensive set, and I've got Milotic as well. So I really don't have any pokes that have decent physical investment on the defensive side. So, I mean, and this Skarmory is an impish nature too, so it should be running max defense, but it just, I don't remember what I was thinking when I EV trained it. It was a long time ago, so who knows. Alright, so now I'm just able to pretty much just set up spikes here in this Togekiss's face, because there's not really anything it can do to me. It doesn't appear to be running Flamethrower or Fire Blast. Looks like it has Aura Sphere and Dazzling Gleam. I was also expecting perhaps a Defog, but it doesn't look like it has that either, so I don't know what its other move is. But it doesn't seem to want to go for it, so I just roar it out. And now we've got Garchomp in here, who has to deal with all of those hazards. Thankfully it resists, well, thankfully for him, it resists Stealth Rock. And then it takes some Spikes damage as well. Now I'm going to roost off the damage that I got from that Togekiss, because I was getting kind of low there. I already wasted my Citrus Berry. And for some reason, this Garchomp has Flamethrower. Not sure why. I've seen Mega Garchomp run Fire Blast, but I've not seen a regular Garchomp run Flamethrower or Fire Blast, so it's kind of strange. Especially because regular Garchomp doesn't really have that much in the way of special attack, so not running Fire Blast just seems strange to me. This person that I was fighting is just very strange overall. Whatever. I'm going to bring in my Greninja now to take a Flamethrower, and he takes that pretty nicely. And actually, I got lucky that I switched into Greninja on this turn, because I ended up getting burned, so that would have been bad news for Skarmory. So he's actually not going to switch out here. I guess he had nothing to take the Ice Beam, so he's just going to let Garchomp die, which is kind of a curious decision, but okay. I guess that's alright. So now you got Garchomp out of the way, and Blaziken's going to come back in now, but like I said before, because of all the hazards that I have up, Blaziken's just going to die right away. So this thing caused me enough trouble already, so I'm happy to see it go. Should not have been using Blaziken in the first place. If I had known that he was going to bring a Mega Blaziken, I would have brought Mega Gengar. But, oh well. I was going to bring in Togekiss here to die, and I'm not sure entirely why. Maybe he just thinks it's fodder at this point. But he lets Garchomp and Togekiss die to the Ice Beam. He could have just been trying to rack up some burn damage there so that he can bring in Snorlax. Not really entirely sure. Especially because I think he goes for a Giga Impact here. So that's obviously going to take out Greninja. I'm not going to be able to take out Snorlax in one hit. I could have switched out, but I wasn't really sure what kind of set this was going to be running. So I figured the best idea was to die and go for a Scald, hope for a burn. I don't get the burn, but I do get a crit, and that brings Snorlax into KO range. He ends up going for Giga Impact. Maybe he thought I was going to switch there. Or maybe he was hoping I was going to switch. But, I mean, I had Gengar on my team, so going for a Giga Impact was kind of risky. So I'm going to bring Gengar in now anyway, and go for a Substitute while Snorlax has to recharge. And now I'm pretty much just going to be able to kill it. So I got a free Substitute up, and now I can just go for Sludge Bomb, and that barely takes out the Snorlax. I was actually kind of worried, because Snorlax just has massive, massive special defense, but I don't know what kind of investment it was running, so I guess that's that. Now he's going to bring out Blastoise, and I think he's got Blastoise and Heracross left. So, yeah, alright. So, I've got my free Substitute up here, so I'm safely able to go for a Sludge Bomb and not really worry about what he's going to do, knowing I'm probably not going to be able to kill him off with a Sludge Bomb. Blastoise is just too bulky. Ends up going for a Surf there. That's going to break my sub, unfortunately. But after this turn, I should be almost at full health with the Black Sludge recovery. So we'll go for another Sludge Bomb. That's going to take out the Blastoise. Down it goes. And with the Black Sludge recovery, I'm just like 2 HP off of being at full health. Now he's going to bring out Heracross, and I think this might be his last Pokemon. I'm not entirely sure. So he's going to obviously take the hazard damage, and this match is pretty much over here. So this was not that great of a match, honestly, but I really just wanted to put it up because he used Mega Blaziken. So the fact that he cheated basically and still lost, I think it's kind of funny. And he didn't just lose, he lost kind of badly. So I've got my substitute up here, going to go for a Shadow Ball. It barely doesn't kill Heracross. He went for Earthquake on the first turn, maybe thinking that I would switch. I don't know why he would think that, though, when I have this big of a lead. So I just went for substitute just to prevent any critical hit or anything like that that would be crazy. I like to play it safe, especially when I'm in the lead. So, okay, so we go for a Shadow Ball here. That's going to finish off the Heracross, and that is pretty much that. So like I said, that was not a wonderful battle, but the fact that he used Mega Blaziken made me want to post it. So that's that. Coming up in the next couple of battles, I'm going to be introducing some new Pokemon after I get through posting what I already have recorded. I have a couple more battles that I want to put up. So we'll do that, and if anybody wants to battle, I'm open to taking challenges, so you can definitely contact me through Twitter or Facebook or YouTube. You can comment on this video, whatever you want to do. I like to get in as many battles as possible, and then, you know, record them and see the new strategies, all that good stuff. I wanted to make a point there, but I couldn't remember what it was. So, I'm just going to call it quits. Thank you guys very much for watching, and stay tuned for the next video. Till next time, game on.